Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. So we have some amazing news from CryptoPotato.com, and it has to do with a survey from Deloitte. Now, there's some surprising things in this survey, and there are some things that are not so surprising in this survey. Now, the survey was conducted among more than 1,000 bank leaders and executives of financial institutions based in the USA, the UK, China, Hong Kong, Germany, Brazil, Japan, Singapore, South Africa, and the UAE, basically the financial leadership countries of the world. And the goal was to determine if these top managers see the future intertwined with cryptocurrencies. And the answer is an astounding yes. So basically, 80% of the digital assets would play an important role in the financial industry in the next 2 years. Now, I would really like to see the breakdown by country. Because that would be interesting. Maybe the U.S. people think it's less. Maybe the U.K. people think it's more. We don't really know, and maybe like China doesn't think it's going to play a role at all because they kind of ban cryptocurrency trading. I'm not really sure what those numbers are, but those would be very interesting. And unsurprisingly, 73% of executives believe that blockchain adoption is essential if organizations want to be competitive in the future industry. That's true. And blockchain technology is not only cryptocurrencies. Blockchain technology expands like a whole new realm of things. Blockchain can be very, very beneficial even without cryptocurrencies, but obviously with the profit incentive, crypto basically takes blockchain to the next level. The surprising thing is 76% went further, and they argued that virtual assets will replace fiat currencies in the next 5 to 10 years. Now, this is the one I don't agree with. They even predicted that the end of physical money is near. Now, the end of physical money, that I can get behind, but replacing fiat is completely different because CBDCs to me are essentially digitalized fiat. And the thing is, the end of physical money is almost already here, anyways, because I hardly ever see anyone carrying large bags of money to buy stuff. And in fact, in some countries, it is actually illegal to carry around large sacks of money to buy stuff. And that's just an invitation for someone to rob you, anyways. So in the next 5 to 10 years, yes, physical money could be all but yesterday's news because if you really think about it, at least in the United States, our economic system runs on a system of credits anyways, and something like 95, 96% of our money is not physically printed, it is digital credits. So essentially, we already run on a digital system, and we actually have been for the last at least decade or so. I remember even back in 2000 when I graduated college, not many people carry around huge wads of cash. Like as soon as the internet came along, and credit cards became really prevalent, everyone just started carrying on credit cards instead of physical cash. And credit cards, that's where like the line of credit and the credit system actually came in to replace the entire cash system, and that's happened for quite a while. So yes, the end of physical money is probably near, but replacing fiat currencies, I think fiats, I've said this, are going to go from physical to digital, and they've already kind of done that. And I don't think virtual assets like Bitcoin will replace like CBDCs or digitalized fiat currency. So that's where I went. I don't see it. Now, if 76% said like the end of physical money is near, I would agree with that. But to completely outright replace fiat currencies, I don't agree with that. It could still happen though, but that would actually require Bitcoin being like the global reserve currency or something like that. And I really don't see that happening. I think it can be a parallel economy, but not a digital global currency. And I think 5 to 10 years is too short of a time. Thinking about it now, hardly any of my friends use Bitcoin as payment. And myself, I don't really even use Bitcoin as payment. I still use cash. And I think that transition will take longer than 5 to 10 years. But Bitcoin's been around for 10 years. And while adoption is starting to kick in now, it's still kicking in more on the fringes. And not that many people actually spend Bitcoin to actually buy stuff. Most people still see Bitcoin as an investment. And as long as people see Bitcoin as an investment more than like a medium of exchange, as long as Bitcoin is still slow with all the fees, it's going to be difficult. There are other cryptos that solve this problem. There are actually quite a few cryptos that can solve this problem, but their adoption as a medium of exchange is very slow. And the thing is, like crypto can, aside from Monero, crypto can actually be tracked, whereas physical bills can't be tracked. And if you really think about it, like when I go to the store, like I'm about to right after this, when I swipe my credit card, that transaction for me is instant. So that's very, very convenient. I know China is getting into WeChat Pay and stuff, but they've banned digital transactions, like asset transactions altogether. So you got like the US, which I don't think is actually going to basically switch to cryptocurrency as their dominant payment system. And you've got China, which has banned cryptocurrency transactions altogether in favor of their CBDC. So the world's two largest economies, which actually have a lot of pull and control, haven't done that. Have basically like shut off that option. I don't really know what the EU is going to do, but I doubt they're going to replace the euro or the digital euro with Bitcoin or anything else. Same thing with Japan and the other countries. Because remember, the ability to have a fiat currency, even if it's digital, is actually like gives the country a lot of financial autonomy. And actually just having it be Bitcoin, which is decentralized and anonymous, that's not a system that they're actually going to go to. So yes, while I agree with a lot of the survey results, with 80% saying that digital assets would play an important role in the financial industry, that's definitely true. And 73% saying that blockchain adoption is essential, which is true. But I don't think that with a 76% that the end of physical money, well, the end of physical money I agree with, but not that digital assets would replace, or like at least like things like Bitcoin would replace fiat currencies. If you think that CBDCs will replace fiat currencies, that's another story altogether, and I might actually agree with that. But if you're thinking like virtual assets in terms of like Bitcoin, XRP, Cardano, DOT, I really don't see that happening. I think CBDCs are going to be a large part of the future, and that they're just going to be more like track digital fiat. So that is my view on things. Let me know what you think, like and subscribe, and I'll actually link this article in the comment section. Thank you, and have a nice day.